Baby, show me what you got, bring it back. Drinking and smoking, I know you love to do that. Yeah, I'm reckless, I'm dumb, according to you, but you don't know shit, you don't know how I move. I'm rolling, I'm smoking and do. I ain't telling lies, baby, you know that I'm the truth. I don't know.
Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Ace today, back with some Madden 21 online head-to-head content for you guys today. We have some more of the Alphabet series. We got the Kansas City Chiefs, the #1 overall seed in the AFC, and the pretty much favorite to win the Super Bowl across the entire league. A bunch of analysts have the Chiefs going all the way. And yeah, man, I mean, like, let's just get right into it, bro. The Kansas City Chiefs, bro. What a squad they have, man. I mean, you guys saw the All-Pro selections. They have 2 starters on their offense making that All-Pro team in Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Nonetheless, both absolute studs. Travis Kelce slowly proving to us why he's going to be the best tight end of all time, in my opinion. I think Kelce is heading down a path where he is going to be known as the greatest tight end of all time. All respect to Tony G. Tony G is an absolute monster and is definitely the best tight end of all time for right now, but I think Kelce is going to slowly take that over. Kelce's got a lot left in the tank, and I think he's got something to prove, man. Ever since he got into this league, him and Patrick Mahomes have been seeing eye to eye, bro, and as soon as you get a connection like that on offense, just like he has that connection with Tyreek Hill, it becomes entirely way too hard to stop that. And you guys are going to see it in this gameplay in the background. I mean, I got used to Patrick Mahomes after a little bit, but I'm going to keep it a beam with you guys. I mean, I was complete trash with the Chiefs. I played like 1 or 2 games leading up to this gameplay, and for some reason, Madden and me, we just don't get along with Pat Mahomes, but we finally get a matchup against the Baltimore Ravens, which is actually a potential matchup in the AFC. This matchup can actually happen if the Browns end up losing to Pittsburgh and then Baltimore ends up beating Tennessee. Then the Ravens will go up against the Kansas City Chiefs in the second round and divisional round of the playoffs. And other than that, you know, if Cleveland somehow upsets Pittsburgh, which would be an upset for, I don't even know, man. Like that would be the biggest upset in a while. You know, if that ends up happening, then the Ravens are going to have to go ahead and verse the Buffalo Bills. So either way, we're getting a hell of a divisional round in the AFC. I've been saying this in my previous video, guys. I mean, the AFC is stacked, so these playoffs are just going to be so much fun to watch. And nobody can tell me otherwise. I mean, you cannot convince me that this AFC this year is stacked. I mean, even though Cleveland is Cleveland, and it's kind of weird that they are here, they got here fair and square. There were some bumps in the road. There still are some bumps in the road, as they're going to be without their head coach. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to come down to the wire for everything, and the Kansas City Chiefs are just comfy at home, just watching everything play out. They get the lowest seed that wins from this weekend. That would have ended up being the Colts, but the Colts actually just lost to the Buffalo Bills by the time I'm recording this video. It was a real close game, but the Colts just, everything ended up going wrong. Missed field goals, missed opportunities, just bad plays in general, and they got bailed out a lot. So yeah, man, the Buffalo Bills move on. So that's another potential matchup that we may see down the road. If we are going to see a Bills-Chiefs matchup, that is going to be in the conference championship game, which is definitely possible. But I think, me personally, I think the Buffalo Bills don't have a good shot. I mean, the Colts are a good team, don't get me wrong, but just after watching them play today, I mean, they are very inconsistent when it comes to both sides of the ball, especially when it's a playoff game. And we see this, you know, since last year, when Buffalo choked the wild card game to the Houston Texans. And hopefully Josh Allen, you know, getting his first win under his belt is going to set the tone for the rest of the playoffs, and we can get a Josh Allen versus Patty Mahomes playoff game, because that would be insane. 2 MVP candidates, in my opinion, going head-to-head. And speaking of MVP candidates, let's get into the offense, man. The Kansas City Chiefs offense All-Pro first team, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. An absolute honor to them. I'm not sure who made All-Pro second team for QB, but I'm not sure if Patty Mahomes made it. Let me know in the comment section below if he did. Chiefs fans, I know you guys play a big presence on my channel. I made that Kansas City highlight video way back in the day, probably like 5 years ago, and it popped off a little bit. So thank you guys for all the love and support over the years. The Chiefs have been doing pretty damn good on my channel ever since I, made that highlights video. But yeah, man, I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's just talk about these Patty Mahomes stats. I know, I forget who said. I don't know if it was Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend or his mom said stop calling him Patty, call him Patrick. So, let's start calling him Patrick. Patrick Mahomes, 38 passing touchdowns to 6 interceptions this year. 4,700 yards and a 108 QBR. Absolutely insane, man. I mean, this guy tore it up this year. Now, it wasn't like 2018 Patrick Mahomes, but he threw way less interceptions than 2018 Patrick Mahomes, and also threw for less touchdowns in 2018. But at the same time, last year, he kind of had not a down year, but not an eye-popping season enough to the point where he was in the MVP talk like he was this season. This year, he was pretty much an MVP candidate for the entire year, man. I mean, he started off slow, picked things up, and in the second half of the year, he was considered to be a favorite for MVP until Aaron Rodgers just kept doing Aaron Rodgers things and eventually put himself unanimously, as I've been saying, especially in my Packers video. If you guys haven't catch that, make sure to go check that one out. Patrick Mahomes, I think he's going to finish second in the voting. I think Russell Wilson kind of died down in the second half of the year. Not to take anything away from Russ. I mean, he was setting records this year for the Seahawks and was definitely the favorite to win it for the first half of the year. But other than that, Aaron Rodgers, he's, unanimously. And then, like I said, Patrick Mahomes, definitely second in voting in my eyes, and I think in a lot of other people's eyes. Now, let's get into Tyreek Hill, man. I mean, Tyreek Hill, All-Pro first team. He absolutely torched everyone yet again this season. He, as you guys see, like, especially on screen right there with the next-gen stats, I mean, like, the speed talks, man. And it's just, you can't even beat this guy at anything, bro. I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, this guy could throw, like, a 50-yard touchdown pass if he wanted to, the Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. But that's besides the point. Tyreek Hill had an outstanding year this year, and it ended up with him on the All-Pro first team. And one thing that caught a lot of people's eyes this year was the fact that he had a game in which he had 203 receiving yards in the first quarter or something like that. Maybe it was like first quarter or first half. Either way, he was on pace to have like 500 receiving yards that game, and it kind of sucks because you know how awesome that would have been to watch, or just going on your Instagram or your Twitter feed and just seeing that this guy Tyreek Hill has broken a record in the NFL for most receiving yards. I mean, this guy has shut down any speculation of him or about him. I mean, this year alone, just receiving wise. I mean, this guy, he pretty much worked his way all the way up from being a nobody, drafted in the 5th round, to being on the All-Pro first team as a wide receiver, and people still talk down on this guy. I don't know how you could possibly do that. He's a wide receiver in the NFL, and he's going to be here for years to come, man. And I think he's definitely, by the end of his career, he's going to have some stat line that's just going to be like, I don't know, like 300 receiving yards, something along the lines of that, and I'm all for it, man. Tyreek Hill is that guy. I love underdogs, especially, because I'm an Eagles fan. We were underdogs that year to win the Super Bowl, so any kind of underdog stuff in the NFL I love. And the last bit of offense that we're going to talk about, Travis Kelce placing 3rd in receiving yards, bro. I mean, Travis Kelce, he's Travis Kelce, bro. I mean, you can't even touch about anything, with this team. It's pretty self-explanatory in what they do, and everybody is constantly talking about this team. 3rd in receiving yards as a tight end is absolutely insane. I think he almost had like 1,500 receiving yards by the end of the year. just speaks for itself, man. You know, I ain't got nothing to say. I already said it earlier. I think he's going to be the best tight end when it's all said and done. And to real quickly touch on the defense, I mean, here's the thing about the Chiefs. The offense is the show, man. I mean, you come and you watch Chiefs games to watch that offense play. The defense, I mean, I'm not going to say they're underrated, but they don't get a lot of credit for what they do. Chris Jones is an absolute monster on the D-line, and you'll guys see, like, if you're paying attention to the gameplay, I actually click on Chris Jones a couple of times and rush the QB with him because he's absolutely insane on this game, using him on the D-line. And then on top of that, they have the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu in the secondary, former LSU Tiger. I rep anybody that plays for LSU or just came out of LSU, man. It's my favorite college, but, you know, especially right here, my man CEL getting into the end zone. An awesome draft pick by them, by the way. He was popping off earlier in the year. It sucks that the injuries kind of slowed him down, but I think he's going to play a role in the playoffs along with Le'Veon Bell, who we didn't even touch on in this video. But, I mean, when you see stuff like that, I mean, your jaw's just dropped, and you don't know what to say when a team like that gets even stronger. But you guys know where I'm going with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. As it's coming to a close here, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Madden 21 Next Gen here on the channel. It's your boy Ace the Day. And as always, guys, peace out. I'll see you in the next one.